Hello, everybody. This is Peter Ferrari out of Universe Studios, and this is Making Comics Not episode 3. With me today is Sheldon Martin. Welcome.
Hello.
And I got his cover right here. Wait, this isn't his cover. This is his cover. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Yeah. That was me. That was my fault.
What happened?
I have all my other things open. That's okay. Click out. Goodbye. Go. All right. I lost Sheldon. All right. Let's see. Hold on, folks. All right. All right. Well, anyway, technical issues. That was kind of weird. All right. All right. It's just me until Sheldon gets back. Hopefully, we can get back. I had two tabs combined. I never had that before, and I clicked out of one, and everything shut down. So that's interesting. There he is. Welcome back. Yeah, I tried to click out of stuff, and two of my tabs combined, and so I clicked out of everything. So.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I seen it. Everything got really quiet. I thought you were just like doing a relaunch or something.
No. Well, I went away and then came back, but it wasn't planned.
That was weird.
Yeah, well, that's a new browser feature that I didn't know of. But there you go.
Bummer. All right. Looks like I'm auto-focusing again.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'll have to, that'll have to be one of those bugs I figure out.
Right.
I'm almost done with this page. So how do you start inking? Do you do like some exercises or something first?
Yeah, I go to the gym, I work out for a bit, and no, I mean, like, I just jump right in. I tend to jump around and see what feels right. until I get into a rhythm, and then just go for it. I mean, you know, your art is great, and I think it will look really, really good. So no, not many divergent ideas. um, so I mentioned this to you. Like, it seemed like bizarre to cover his hand just with the signature box.
Yeah, yeah.
And you moved it, but then you covered her leg. I was thinking over here. If that's square with you,
yeah, that's fine.
I'll put it over here. I mean, he's a background character, so that would be all right.
And his crotch should be covered anyway.
For the decency of the kids.
Yeah. That's cool that you caught that covering the hand at first. I like that totally went by me, but as soon as you said it, yeah, it made sense. It's like, why did I do that?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's just where a signature box would be, and so it makes sense that it would be there. And I figure, like, we could make it lower, but then it might be in the bleed spot, so best to put it over here where it's within the dashes. So
it doesn't. So it's in the quote unquote safe spot.
Right. So is this a alternate cover or a main cover?
Yeah, that one's alternate.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure how long it would take, so I was like, figured an alternate would be good.
Yeah. I just want to be correct in how I promote it and all that. So it's finally, I don't know if you've been affected by that big snowstorm. But like, it hit back in January 24th. We finally had a good day of weather yesterday. I mean, it's been up and down, but it was 70 yesterday. And so most, if not all, the snow and ice that we've been dealing with, because I'm just in a small town in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And here they don't know how to really deal with something like that happening.
Yeah. Not really for snowfall or anything for us. It was just like it got pretty frigid here for like, it was like, I don't know, 20 below. Or the high for the days would be like, all right, it's gonna be 2 degrees above.
Oh God.
Like, so it wasn't too much for snow, but it was a lot of it was like 2 weeks of cold.
Right.
And then this area is pretty used to like snowstorms, because they always got like the like everything's ready to go for snow plows and stuff. They got like 3 of them going at a time. The very first snowfall of the year, like over by the colleges, it's I don't know, I guess not. As long as everyone's okay, it's entertaining to see that there's always like a car wreck.
Right.
Usually it's just like one car gets veered off the road because they're not used to driving on, I don't know, it's like snowy conditions.
Yeah. It's just a big nuisance because they cleared the streets after a couple of days, but then they push it everywhere else, and it's just like this. I don't drive. I'm from New York. I walk around and it was a real pain in the ass getting around. There's no sidewalks. Walking in the street, and you can't walk in the street with cars flying by.
Yeah, that's a little tough.
But then, I mean, we're still dealing with like, Walmart's good. Like they recovered quickly as far as stocking up again because everything was bare, like bare shelves. Like it was insane. Like people shopping like lunatics. But there's a Dollar General, which is closest to me. It still doesn't have any frozen food, which is crazy.
Yeah, Dollar General, I heard, is becoming more like a grocery store.
Well, definitely the one nearest me. Because we used to have a Kroger's on this side of town. Because I mean, we had two in town, but they closed one, and it was the one closest to me. So I thought it was because Kroger left and Dollar General stepped up. But if that's around the country, then
Yeah, when I go back home, it's kind of a small town. It's Dollar General and Family Dollar.
right.
Those seem to be a couple like the main ones. I mean, I guess there's a convenience store too.
Well, I mean, you're here, so now's the best time to promote your book and tell all the people. Like, we might not get a crowd watching it live, but people will watch it afterwards. So let them know, this is book 2. So book 1 came out. Like, where can they find it? Where they can find you? I'll put more links in the description box. Well, your links. But yeah, tell us about the book and what's going on in the book.
Yeah, totally. Should have really worked on my elevator pitch. Just trust me, it's probably the best thing third or fourth best thing you'll read all year. No, it's about there's like this psychopathic mutant vampire. He's an ancient vampire. He's kind of like a legend, but it turns out he's real. He escapes from prison, and he goes and kills a bunch of people. And but there's a kid. He's like a witness of what happened, and he's being hunted after. So he goes to his friend Andy. That's this chick right here.
Right.
She's a detective at a police department. So he returns to her for help, and she can't really protect him because it's a little bit of a spoiler, but I mean, you need it for the build up for part 2. He gets abducted by Sakal. Sakal is the ancient psychopathic mutant vampire guy. So now she has to she joins this team, the VACU. They're the Vampire Assault Crime Unit, and I think that's what I named it. It's been a while since I looked at my notes already. But yeah, so she has to join them. That's the team right here. They're all jumping out of a helicopter.
Right.
To get her friend back. His name is Henry. He's on the that other cover that I sent you.
Yeah.
I don't know if the people are seeing it. But
I put her on the thumbnail, so
okay, yeah. So he's that kid who's sitting on that hand of the thumbnail. So yeah, see these guys trying to get him back, and also there's another vampire faction, the one that Sakal, he broke out of their prison. So they're trying to go back and stop Sakal also, because he's going against them as well as going against people. Basically, he's trying to take over everything.
Right.
So we got normal vampires, mutant vampires, and zombie vampires.
So is this your first book? I know this is issue 2, but like, is this the first book you ever attempted?
I mean, unless you count like talent searches or talent hunt things I've entered, then no. But yeah, this is the first thing that I've done like on my own.
And you got book 1. Can people find that online, or will that be part of the campaign for issue 2? You are
Yeah,
doing a Kickstarter, right?
yeah, Kickstarter and Fund My Comic.
Cool.
It'll be I mean, yeah, I'll include the catch up tier for it. And then I was thinking about seeing if I could figure out how to build a website.
Right. Yeah, those are easier to do unless you're building like by code.
I know, like, I guess I never even really attempted. I did try it one time,
Yeah.
but even then, I couldn't quite figure it out. I just chalked it up to like, that's too much work. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, it's something I'll be doing this year. Um, I was gonna pay somebody to do it, but they didn't turn out to be so good to work with, so I'm just gonna do a free one.
Yeah,
And just to sort of connect everything and point people at it and say, if you're looking for anything, it's over there.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That always freaks me out too. Is like, what if you hire somebody and I don't know, they're tough to deal with, or it's wrong, or they have like a back door to the site, and
Well,
if you try
there's
to
that.
do
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, initially it was good thing, but yeah, just I didn't like the way she was, you know, dealing with me. She's trying to rush me through it and asking for a lot, and yeah, it's just like, no, no,
yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Enjoy the money I gave you already, and we're done.
Yeah, that's a bummer, but hopefully you figure it out to where you like it anyway.
Well, I mean, like I haven't tackled building one yet, but you know, I've, I've been told that it's pretty easy, and I'll get around to it. And I just got too many projects on my plate. Um,
Oh yeah, you're working a lot.
yeah, yeah, it's not the perfect schedule,
Yeah,
but I mean, it's kind of like when the opportunity knocks, you don't say no. So I'll figure it out, maybe. um, yeah, things will get done. Things will move forward.
yeah.
Do you have a date set, or is this pretty
Um,
much when you're ready?
kind of when I'm ready, I guess. I would like to get to 30 pages because then I'd be halfway done. Um,
It's a 60-page story.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, so
60 pages.
they're like
Sorry.
books rather than issues.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Um, I like it a little bit better that way.
No, I get it.
Um, I forgot what I was. Did I have a point? I don't think I did.
Yes, that it's like it's a bigger, chunkier story than a regular single issue.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so yeah, so people don't feel too much like they got left on a cliffhanger and then they got to wait like I don't know another year.
Well,
Um,
when did book one come out?
2023 is I think is when I delivered it.
That's
So
not bad.
yeah, that's 3 years ago.
Yeah, but that's not bad. I mean, considering like he's just an indie guy, you
Yeah,
know.
working working at a job doing
Yeah,
comics on the side.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to make it bigger is so like I don't know when people get an issue of it, they'll have like something more substantial than just a floppy.
Right.
But one of the things I do like about floppies more than these is the double page spreads on floppies. They come in way more clear. Excuse me. They come in like way more clearly.
Right. Um, but there is a way, I believe, to publish like a trade or whatever, like a bigger book, where it's not, you know, barely visible, like the center. Like I don't, it's like stitched differently. I'm
Okay.
not, yeah, I'm not an expert on printing, um, but yeah, I've seen bad examples of of that, you
Yeah.
know, where it's like, yeah, you got a lot of double faced threads or even like um full bleed pages, and it's horrible. It's like, you know, if it's not done right, it's really, really bad.
Yeah. I think I've seen some of those when the printing job is bad and then people post about it. They're like,
Yeah.
and they apologize that everyone has to wait longer. And then I think all the comic creators see that and they're like, oh man, I just hope that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, yeah,
But I mean, whatever. It's an issue that sometimes you got to work through.
yeah. I mean, you know, it's I know me, it's like I don't know anything about the sort of like putting pages together and all that, so I'll have somebody help me, and they'll probably have well, they definitely have knowledge on printing as well. Um, so I'll be leaning on them for advice.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
the good thing about that is there's like a lot of people with printing experience that you could turn to.
yeah.
Which comic is it that you were going to be printing? Is it
It's
the monster
retro,
one?
retro.
Retro. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
your name.
my middle name. Um, yeah, retro is a character, you know, originally created in my late teens. Sort of just been mulling him over. You know, originally he was just a look, just a costume. Me and my friend were like on a adventure out in the forest or something, spending the day hanging out, and started talking about superheroes and comics and whatnot, and developed our own characters, you know, and then went home and actually drew them.
That's cool.
And yeah, so it's like, well, that's a look, that's a character. It doesn't have a name, doesn't have, like, well, I did come up with retro, but like, not his real alias or anything. But over the years, I thought about him and developed exactly what I wanted to do with him.
And that was when you were a little kid?
Well, I mean, throughout the years, like, like, um,
Okay, like you kept piecing the story together?
yeah, kept piecing the story together and growing what I wanted to do with him and whatnot. Because essentially, he's like a street level hero. So somebody like Daredevil or Captain America ish.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, and did a plot for the first issue. Originally, I wasn't going to be drawing, so I got a friend of mine to pencil the first issue. But he's gone on to do painting and illustration. So I was like, okay, I'll pencil it from issue 2 on. Because I'll be writing and inking, but now I'll be penciling. And I had a colorist, but he didn't work out. And then a friend of mine was like, "Oh, I'll do it for you," and he didn't work out. So I'll be coloring the book as well.
That's one of the things that I was. So for the first book that I did, I colored everything myself.
Right.
I knew that wasn't a strong suit of mine, but I didn't want to have to deal with it not working out and then like the colors for the book halfway through changing or something. It's like, I'm going with a different colorist. And then also, not only because of that, but you got to pay them. And then, so when I could have gotten a colorist, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to work. Like, what if it didn't work out? Which is, that's kind of silly. But then later on in like the middle of the comic, I ran low on funds anyway. So, but yes, hiring people, it's rough. Can be rough.
Yeah, I mean, like we're just individuals doing our own book for the most part, a lot of times, and hiring people takes up so much more time and focus to a degree. Like, I as an inker, I've had assistants in the past, and it was a lot more work. Unless you are lucky and you get somebody who sticks with you for a long, long time, because you got to train them. You do things a certain way. You got to train them. But I had whatever it was, 5 or 6 of them. And, like some really great ones, some not so good ones. And, it's all extra work.
Yeah.
But, I thought I picked somebody who would be a really good colorist, and they did a really good job. Unfortunately, I like shared it out and but the person took way too long. It's somebody like their work. I've seen proof of their work. Like they worked on other books. But for me, for whatever reason, to do a cover and 4 pages of coloring took them 5 months.
Oh, wow.
I was like, this is not going to work. This is like, I'm just waiting. Why am I waiting so long? I realize you got other things, but a colorist colors 3 pages in a day.
Were those 4 pages that they got done over the months, were those like the best colored pages you ever seen?
They were good. I mean, I had, I had comments and notes. So were they perfect? No.
Oh,
Um,
I would assume like this took you a month, this page.
well, I know it didn't take that long. It just took them that long to do my pages, to hand it to me,
Yeah.
like, because their names were on, the guy's name was on so many other books. And to this day, he's coloring other books. Like, he's good. But I'm sure he was, at the time, it could be 100 different things. Maybe he was low on money and he was working on multiple books, and the other people were on him every day. I wasn't asking for the pages every day. I wasn't, demanding.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So took a back seat.
Yeah, so my pages took a back seat, and I'm like, well, if this is the speed you're going to be working on my pages, then this is not good.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Well, I mean, like, I'm the example of like a thousand things not to do. Like, um, okay, so I did a Kickstarter 2019, and I've still yet to deliver.
Yeah.
But it should be this year. I mean, it's just a matter of projects falling into their place the right way, me getting paid the right way, 100 different things. Because
Okay.
I don't, I haven't had a day job in a long time, and this is my income. And like, it's just one thing after another. It was COVID, it was this, it was that. Initially, I've told this story 100 times at this point, but I signed a contract to write a series of novels at the same time I was jumping in and doing a mini Kickstarter for Retro. So it was only 5 days long.
Oh wow.
And I was like, well, it kind of doesn't matter how much I make on it. I do want to promote the heck out of it, and I did. It's like I did like an 8 hours launch stream in a 7 hour finale stream, and I had 80 people pledged to it. It was $1,900 and change and whatever. But yeah, so I signed a deal to write 9 novels, a gig I got just before, and that didn't happen. Because I was supposed to be getting paid like for every novel I was going to jump on next. So I was going to get like an advance for every novel.
Okay.
It's supposed to be nine novels initially. Then the kid who hired me, essentially, I even had to do a sample of my writing and all that, which he loved. I wasn't even impressed with myself. Because this is okay. So this is it was based off of his idea and his characters. There was a comic he had made that was a section of the story that he had in mind to do. and he wanted to do it as like a Harry Potter series of books,
Okay.
So he's a black kid, right? And he wanted it to be like a black version of Harry Potter. He was working at a boys' youth place out west, and he would run into star athletes, and he was like, I'm going to get these star athletes to finance this project and blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't care how you finance it, as long as I get paid. Because he was talking himself up, he was talking me up, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
just do your end, I'll do my end. And he was a good kid, but he didn't know enough to make it happen. But the real kicker was his wife passed away. So,
oh no.
Yeah, after that happened, it was like, yeah, it's not happening. So here I thought I had, like, at least 3 years of income without doing anything else. And I already did the Kickstarter, while it brought in money, it wasn't going to finance me working on it, or getting other people involved on it. And it's like, it only paid for so much, technically. So yeah, I just had to scramble and get work, and it's like freelance and being independent, and it's just a difficult thing.
Yeah.
So it's been waiting for me. It's like I've worked on it bits and pieces on the side, but really, like, for me to go anywhere, I have to make sure I have money for printing, money for shipping, money for packaging, like all that. And right now it's like I'm barely above water.
Yeah.
It's like I got a dozen projects, and everything could have fallen into place last year. I have this big graphic novel project, but the writer who hired the penciler to work on the project waited 1 year for her to do more than 4 pages.
Oh no.
And it was a situation where, like, she told us the whole time, more pages are on the way. I have 17 pages. I have 40 pages, because it's 130 pages total that she was going to be doing, or thereabouts. And so I didn't take work because, he believed her, and I loved working with this guy, but this artist wasn't coming through.
It's like pretty rough out there being a freelancer.
It can be. It can be. I mean, like, I was so close to things going smoothly, but I don't want to badmouth. I mean, she had stuff going on and whatever, but I'm the one that had to pay for it. It's like I got an advance on the project, but then at this point in time, I'm paid in full. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like, and yet I'm barely starting on the project now because we finally got another artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened to the pages that that one girl finished?
We're not using them.
Oh, okay. Just starting right from scratch. Not even use them as like reference or anything?
Nope. The story remains the same, and the penciler went a different way, artistically. I mean, why use 3 pages of her? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this year is going to be me attempting to finish a lot of gigs that have sort of been floating around. I have this 5-issue series. 2 issues are inked. Got 3 more. Issue 2 is finally going to be crowdfunded. Maybe in May.
That's
So,
when it's going to launch.
yeah, I mean it's up in the air, but maybe in May.
Oh,
Um, and hopefully, like this will be attempt number 2 because issue 1 was crowdfunded and raised enough. Issue 2 failed, so hopefully get a better chance.
yeah.
Yeah, because crowdfunding isn't easy, and it's like numbers aren't what they used to be.
Yeah. Some years it seems like everyone's hitting home runs.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely enough people out there doing good, um, but you can do a crowdfunder 100 different ways. If the book might be something you want to pick up as a fan, but you know, if it's if the campaign isn't to your liking, then that's just as good as the book not being good enough. And I I I was trying to help improve our chances, but I'm not running a campaign.
Yeah.
um,
How many people are on the project?
um, well, the penciler, this is the only project he's done and will supposedly ever do. Because this was done years ago. This was
Oh, okay.
fully penciled years ago. Um, so it's the writer creator. It's me. It's a black and white book. So you have somebody doing essentially design, who's also doing the crowdfunding campaign. Working on that. Um, so active people, that's 3. Then he's going to hire some people to do a cover or 2 covers. That's kind of it.
Okay. I kind of like small teams because then it's a lot easier to deal with people.
Well, I mean, if we had more, like if we had the artist, like if he was active on socials, it would be a lot easier on me. I'm like, I'm the anchor, but I'm headlining the campaign. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Um, and so this is designated, and Mark is the creator, and his idea to get the word out is to do an audio play of the comic,
Audio, like someone just reads it and like describes the pictures or something.
like they do the word balloons.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I haven't listened to it, but he did that in New York. I mean, he said a lot of people enjoyed that. Well, I'm like, great. How many of them bought the book?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like a distraction to me. It's like, you know, don't do an animated cartoon if you're trying to sell a comic, like, or like, do promote the comic, do the comic, and promote the comic. It's just my opinion. I'm not always right.
Um, yeah, I'm no, I don't know what they call it, public relations or whatever. I'm no pro at that either, but it kind of seems to make sense to promote comic books if you're selling comic books.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, nobody promoting a movie would be trying to sell a book to anybody, I don't think.
Right. Yeah. I mean, otherwise, like every Marvel movie would open with now in the comic store.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool if they did that, but yeah, exactly. There's a reason they don't do that.
All right. They're trying to sell the movie. Um, but yeah, it's like, I don't, I never loved freelance per se, and I'm not great on the business end of things. Um, and I'm, relatively street level, affordable, and some say professional, like, um,
Well, your work's definitely professional. I got your Blood Force inks right behind my table here.
there you go.
And yeah, man, they're so good.
Thanks.
Um, yeah, so definitely professional.
um, but the changing market, the changing world. Lot more people not using inker, um, coloring over pencils, or just have, like, digital artists doing, drawing everything and then coloring, as well.
Yeah,
Um,
we're all trying to save money. Otherwise, I would get an inker. I don't like doing this part.
well, hey, you could afford me.
I know. Um, I saved up, geez,
Just for the cover.
like 3 years around there, so I
Yeah,
could financially afford a colorist.
right. Yeah,
Like it's like, oh, I got that part done. But that'd be awesome if, in a perfect world, that
right.
this campaign does so well that I could have get a inker and a colorist for the next one. But it's a bit of a challenge out there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I don't want to. I'm always positive, and I'm sort of being negative on this on this stream, which I don't like. But the reality is, it's tough as a job, and it's tough out there. Um, and I've had too many hard breaks. Um,
Yeah, it
but
sounds like it just from those few
yeah,
examples you give.
yeah. But I'll find a way out, and be all the better for it.
I got faith in you.
Yeah.
How did you learn how to ink comic books anyway? Because you came from art school, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm like the typical person. I drew, since I was a kid. I definitely didn't, like take it serious until I started working in comics. Like, I love drawing. I went to art school. I went to high school, which was 4 years. For cartooning and animation is the title, but really they just throw you constant projects to do. Then I was in art and design, which is a pretty famous school in Manhattan. Then I went to New York Technical College, which is in Brooklyn, for 2 years. It's a 4-year college. And that was for advertising art. And, I sort of, first year I did like they give you the courses, so I did what they assigned me essentially. In the second year, I found out you can really make your own schedule and take what you want. So what I did is took all the art courses, sort of burned out, and failed everything in my second year and second semester.
Oh no.
But it was kind of like I was done before I started. I wanted to take a break between high school and college. But my dad was like insistent that, I go directly from high school to college. Part of the reason was I wanted to like actually experience life outside of school a bit and maybe do a little traveling, like, but I'm the baby of the family, 3 older brothers, one of which is in comics. So I didn't get to have a break. I didn't get to experience life outside of schools. And is what it is.
Yeah.
I think I would have been better off, like, like maybe go to London or something for a week or two, go anywhere, like outside of the US. I still have never been outside the US.
Like not even to Canada?
Not even Canada. I've been around the States, not extensive traveling, but done conventions around different places. And that's the extent of me traveling. I think I would have definitely benefited from it. And then, when I failed everything, he was like, "Oh, I guess you get to get a job." I mean,
yeah, that's the disappointing part.
I mean, I was already kind of like part-time, had a job while I was in my second year of college. Just went full-time. But that, I mean, that was just like, I was a messenger, and I continued doing that. Eventually, worked up to being an indoor messenger, up to working in a mailroom, then worked up to running a mailroom. Until, that was the kind of the last thing I was at before I started working in comics. Once I made the decision to work in comics, and this isn't this isn't a show about me, but okay. Anyway,
Well, I like hearing the stories anyway. That makes me feel better.
yeah. So yeah, once I decided to work in comics, I really was utterly committed. Like I've never been anything like even my day job. It was like, yeah, I have a job. You know, I get a weekly check. It's a thing. I work damn hard. You know, I'm really good at working really hard for other people. Um, and I was proud of, you know, delivering what they wanted and on all that. Um, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a passion. It's like, I mean, I've like I said, I've drawn all my life. I was heavily into comics, you know, more at times than others, you know, because get into other things and whatever. Like when I was in college, I got more into writing, more into computers for a bit. Wish I would have stuck with that.
The computers are writing.
uh, well, more computers because that would have given me a much better career. Um, you know, as far as writing, you know, it's like I will be doing a lot more of that anyway, going forward. Um, but yeah, as far as computers go, it's like yeah, I know enough to get by. I'm not technical anything.
Yeah.
I fake my way around. Um, but yeah, I decided to get into comics, and I've been doing it pretty much full time since then. You know, I've had jobs here and there uh, to get by in certain places, but you know, I worked for Valiant. I worked for Marvel. I worked for DC. Got published through Image a few times, and just a slew of independent titles along the way. You know, it's definitely like, you know, I'm just happy to be working. I haven't had an utter career path kind of thing, but I am getting to a point where I'm definitely going to be creating the career I want as opposed to just taking work.
Cool.
Um, and so that will be a change for the better because you don't you don't you don't really get a following or famous by doing some pages on this book and the cover for that book and some pages on that book. And, you know, it's like I've been all over the place and like I don't. I gave up keeping track of it all years ago. Um, but yeah, it's like I don't even remember half the people I work for. Yeah. uh, I mean, I'm just happy to be working, and you know, most of it is that you know me keeping my head down at my desk working, not interacting with people, not you know like this today's society is a whole different thing, and
Yeah.
I'm you know like dealing more directly with people. Um, but even still, it's like yeah. I'm sure I've dealt with hundreds of people. I've already forgotten I've worked with them.
Is it, I suppose they kind of like disappear after a while, like completely from the scene?
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely worked for companies that are no longer around. Like, you know, I mean, when you deal with, you know, I've dealt with more individuals than even small publishing companies out there. Um, and yeah, like, you know, when you deal with individuals and they only put out one or two books, they're long gone before anybody even notices.
Yeah.
Um, I've worked with some great people I still remember, but it's tough to be a small independent anything to keep like putting your book out and making like a lot of people, they have day jobs, and this is their project on the side.
Yeah.
So if they put out a book every 5 years, that's good enough for them. But me, it's like I'm trying to get consistent work, so I'm less about building a huge, big relationship with somebody I'll only see once in a blue moon.
That makes sense.
But it's like I have this channel, which I haven't been utterly consistent, but I have been uploading and doing live streams on it since 2012, and I've talked to hundreds of people. But actually, before that, I was doing a podcast, and I did a podcast for like 100 episodes. Unfortunately, that was on TalkShoe. It's an old site specifically for podcasts, and they erased everything. And it's like, oh, there's all my episodes gone.
Oh no.
Because I would have at least put them on my YouTube channel, like to get the audio and
Yeah.
upload them.
I noticed that on some podcasts that I used to follow, like 2013 to probably 2016, around that timeline. Like it seems like everybody went to YouTube with their podcasts, and then like I try to find their old stuff and it's like gone completely.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if I was consistent on YouTube from 2012, I was doing my podcast before that. So I might have started that around 2009. I'm not even sure. Um, but
No,
yeah,
that's all gone.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's just that, and before my podcast, um, well, yeah, I probably started my podcast before that because I was doing that after I was a co-host on a radio show, an actual
Oh, that's cool.
radio station.
You were a DJ?
No, no, no. The project I'm doing with this guy Mark, um, he started the radio show and asked me to be a co-host. It was me, Mark, and two, three other people. And I was just, comically, I was kind of like news, which, it was just stuff I took off the internet to talk about.
Yeah.
But it was like a real radio station run program with, producer and breaks, for ads, and it was a fun experience. We had to go there, which means I had to take train out there. Well, a couple of trains out there. It took me like 2 hours to get out there. It was like Thursday nights. And then Mark would drive me home.
And that was still in Kentucky, or?
No, that was New York. That was Long Island. Out in Long Island. At the time, I was in Staten Island, but the radio station was out in Long Island. It was like a mostly Asian programming,
Okay.
but you could pay for a spot, and we got Thursday nights, um, and it would be, like you either listen to it live or I think you listen to it on their website afterwards or something like that. It was a lot of fun. It was a good experience. Definitely like the people I did it with. Um, it's just, another experience under my belt.
Yeah, at least you got that.
Yeah. Uh, because at the heart of things, I'm a fan of comics. I'm a fan of art. Um, I'm a fan of anybody who's a part of this. Um, and yeah, it's my way of um, continuing that is my YouTube channel.
Yeah,
um,
that's cool.
yeah.
I try to catch up on your streams. I didn't know that they went back so far, like you were saying.
Oh yeah. I think the first one was 2007. Like the first video I uploaded, which, like, okay, there's a lot of crap on my channel, admittedly. Production wise, it's sometimes better than other times. um, yeah, but I've had a lot of guests throughout the years. I've had groups of people that I've done on streams. Even had a show running for a while. Um, you know, Started some things with people. Like I've done a lot of things on my channel, and I have over 1,000 episodes,
Cool.
um, and or videos, I should say. Um, and yeah, I started making comics and art just to give it some sort of semblance of direction.
Yeah.
um, So yeah, but there's a lot of random stuff. There's a couple of cat videos, of course.
Yeah, gotta have the cat videos.
Yes, but yeah, I mean, anybody still watching this, if you haven't already subscribed, like the video, share the video, trying to really do more and grow my channel. Um, we've been going an hour. Do you want to plug anything, anyone?
Um, check out my Instagram. Um,
I'll put the link down below. Your what?
okay, cool. I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, S lower slash. Yeah, it's a thing. Um,
Yeah, my name was taken already, so I couldn't throw that on Instagram.
yeah, well, that's the drawback of having a common name.
Yeah. Yeah, if you follow me on there, that's where
Sufficient.
I seem to drop the most updates.
Right, right. Yeah. I actually went and flipped through your total Instagram. I mean, pretty fast, but I would like to go through it again. You got a lot, like you could see your growth in your work. You just keep posting art, 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 art. I love it. Um, mine is like completely random. I post some like excellent finished work in color and everything, and then a lot of crappy sketches in between.
Yeah, I
But
try to just keep mine art related. Just
yeah,
just because for that, uh, and that's the only reason why I kept it too, is so I could it's like a record of things I learned. Like you could see I was struggling with hands, or I was struggling with shadows, especially like different types of fabrics and stuff.
Right.
And then I don't know, after so many pictures, you kind of start noticing that um I don't know, getting better at them anyway. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
I've mastered anything.
I think you're really good. I mean, that's part of the reason why I wanted to ink ink your work. I really like your style and your approach, and
Cool,
you
thanks.
definitely got talent. And everything I've seen of your newest book is looking really really good. So yeah, I'll put the link down below for people to go follow you there and to get information about where and when to check out for your crowdfunders.
Cool,
Um,
awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that.
yeah, most definitely, and you're welcome here anytime. I have another guest Friday, which is Friday the 13th, and I'm sure we'll do some horror related fun.
Oh, cool.
And then I'm probably gonna have a lot less guests coming up because I gotta get on a regular schedule with my work. Um, every time I schedule with somebody, then that interests my schedule. Um,
Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah, but I love having guests, and it's definitely had a lot more of late. Hope everybody has enjoyed the episode. I'll see you again Friday. Keep making art and keep making comics. Till then,